Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Crazy Joe Adventures. Very rare live stream on this channel. I don't often do live streams on this channel. Nobody is here yet, so we'll give people a couple minutes to get here. I don't know if anyone's going to join us, but we'll find out. So in the meantime, we'll just kill some time while some people get here. And like I said, so far, that is nobody. But this was an unannounced live stream. I've got a cup of coffee here. Oh, interesting. It says 0 people are watching, but that doesn't seem to be the case because Little Everett is here. Retro Machine is here. Wade's Movies is here. And people are watching. People are watching, although it tells me nobody's watching. So I guess that number in the corner is not very accurate. I'll give a couple more minutes. I want to get some more people in here. Good to see Everett, Wade, Retro Machine. Good to see you guys. But I would like to get some more people in here. This live stream I don't do many live streams on this channel. I have a second channel. I do live streams on there from time to time. I don't want to even say the name of the second channel. I really don't, because I've learned a little bit. I've learned a little bit in the last couple of years, in big part due to my friend who runs the channel, Eric Debunks. Eric Debunks. I've learned a lot about the YouTube algorithm and how the algorithm works. And I do have 2 channels, but they're very different channels. What I do here on the Crazy Joe Adventure channel and what I do on the other channel are so different that I don't want to cross promote them. Because one thing I've learned about the algorithm is if you have subs who aren't into what you're doing and don't watch your videos, it's actually detrimental to your channel. And since the subject matter of the 2 channels is very, very different, I'm now reluctant to cross promote because I don't want people to be like, I'm just going to sub to both of Joe's channels if they don't have an interest in the other subject matter. Do you know what I mean? So I've officially stopped cross promoting the 2 channels. So I'm not even going to name it here. But I do have a second channel, and that's where I usually do live streams. Chris H. Jellum is here. Good to see you, Chris. But yeah, I wanted to talk mainly. I've got a lot of new subs in the past couple months, a lot of new subs. And I really kind of wanted to talk mainly to the new people joining who recently subbed, because I kind of wanted to level set expectations of what's going to happen in the coming months. Because things are going to change. And if you are new here,
Great question.
I got a voice talking. Where is that voice coming from?
So find a connection.
Jeez, an ad, another window. An ad started talking. Things are going to change. And I just wanted to give people an idea what to expect. CJ Anime Fan, good to see you, man. So if you're a new viewer, if you've just subscribed to this channel in the last couple months, this message is mainly for you. It's for everybody, but it's mainly for new viewers. So I have been in the last couple months uploading new content fairly regularly. I've had new content coming up, pretty good, been pretty good with the consistency of getting new content up. But unfortunately, that is about to change. So I want everyone to know that this channel, Crazy Joe Adventures, this is sort of, I enjoy doing this. I really enjoy doing this. But it's not a full-time job. I mean, this channel isn't even monetized, honestly. Yet. I'd like it if we can get it monetized. But this channel is not even monetized. This is a hobby. I have a full-time regular job. The winter months allow me a lot of freedom in my job. The winter months, I switch to night shift. And that means my days are open and I'm able to go out and I'm able to film and I'm able to do videos during the day. But now that we're in the month of March, I'm going to be going back to Monday through Fridays in the office. And my availability is going to be cut back dramatically. This means that if I'm going to shoot videos for this channel, they're going to be in the evening hours, where possible, or on the weekends. But I'm also a full-time dad. So my weekends aren't exactly super free either. So whereas I've been consistently getting content out regularly during the winter months, you're going to see a transformation. The content is going to slow down. I'm endeavoring to get a new video out every week. I'm aiming for Wednesdays. So, for example, I have a few videos ready to go, but I'm not releasing them yet because I know that starting next week, I'm not going to be available in the days. So I'm just going to try every Wednesday to put out a new video. That's my goal. I hope I can keep up with it. But if you're new to the channel and suddenly this content comes to a halt, I want you to know I haven't gone anywhere. This is just the way my my March through November goes when I'm back in the office 5 days a week. And handling kids on the weekends. I just don't have as much time to devote to the channel, unfortunately. But during the winter months, I'm free. I'm free during the day, and it gives me a lot more freedom. So I wanted to level set expectations. So it's like if you're a new sub, you're not just like, where did Crazy Joe go? He was putting out like videos, and now he's gone. That's what happened. That's what happened. And I thought today would be the perfect day to talk about this because I put a video out this morning about a Jim Henson memorial that I went to visit. And you won't be getting another video from me until next Wednesday. And that's kind of the way it's going to go here. We've got Johnny Railer here. Good to see you, Johnny. Johnny's a new viewer. So yeah, Johnny's exactly the kind of person I want to talk to. Old timers like Retro Machine, who also has a channel. Be sure to subscribe to Retro Machine. Old timers like Retro Machine know this happens every year. I kind of have to pump the brakes every year around this time. So this isn't anything new. But my channel has been growing a lot lately. So I wanted to make sure the newcomers were aware of what was happening. So yeah, you're going to start seeing, if I can keep up with the pace, once a week you'll get a new video. Maybe sometimes you'll get more. I can't say you never will, but it is going to slow down a little bit because it's just the way it is with my schedule, unfortunately. As for, I got a list. I'll give you a little sneak peek here. I got a list. I want you to see everything. Now, I want to keep some surprises here. I got a list of like 40 places that I want to go and shoot videos. So like I got a lot of ideas and a lot of things I want to do. But it's just getting the time to do them that is going to be the issue. Retro says, do what you can. We will be here. Retro, you and I got to get together and do a video together. Mayo Jufro says, hey, Joe, does this mean that your podcast on your other channel won't be happening? I'm going to keep putting stuff out on the other channel. The other channel is a little easier because I can do it from here in the basement any time of day. I could record content for that channel any time of day. But Crazy Joe Adventures is a channel that requires me to go out and do stuff. So that's a little tougher. It's not something that I could just record videos when I get home. So you'll keep seeing content on the other channel, but this channel is a little slower. Reggie says, your parking ticket ran out in 15 minutes. Did you make it back in time? Yes, I did. If you watched my video from AwesomeCon, I ended up basically running out of the convention because I had to get back to my car. It was one of those things where I had bought my parking in advance on an app called Spot Hero, and my expiration was coming up. And I've used Spot Hero before, and usually they give you an option to extend your time. You can just go in and extend your time. But when I tried to do that, it said there's no availability. It wasn't going to let me extend my time. So I had to race back to the car. I would have shot more at the convention. Like, I would have walked around longer, shot more things. But no, I had to run because they would not let me extend the parking on the car. It was unfortunate. Unfortunate. Johnny says, so you're from Philly. I live in South Jersey. I'm very close to Philly. Yes, I'm in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. And very close to South Jersey. In fact, I was in South Jersey yesterday shooting a video that will probably be up next Wednesday. Yeah. Let me sip from my well of inspiration, the coffee cup. Oh, I am a little tired tonight. So yeah. And to anyone else who's new, I don't usually do live streams on this channel. How do I say this? I don't want to. You don't want to imitate somebody else's style. You don't want to do what somebody else does. You want to find your own voice here on YouTube. But you also learn a thing or two from other YouTubers, other vloggers. They teach you kind of things, and I learned a lot. From my friend Adam the Woo. And Adam didn't like to do live streams. He just didn't care for it. He always said, you don't want to clutter up your YouTube channel with live streams. I don't know exactly what he meant by that, but he was far more successful than me. So I figure he knew something. So this isn't the kind of channel that really lends itself because it's adventures. It's Crazy Joe Adventures. I should be out doing something, right? I shouldn't be just sitting here in front of a computer. I don't feel like this channel lends itself well to live streams. The other channel, which again, I'm not going to mention the name of the other channel. I'm really trying not to cross promote. If you watch the other channel, you'll notice I took out the intros. Like, I want each channel to be very, very distinct. Because I'm afraid of people just being like, well, I like Joe, I'm going to subscribe to both. But then you subscribe to both, and they're very different subject matters. And if one doesn't interest you, but the other does, then it's not good. Because then you have people who are subscribed but not watching, and that hurts you in the algorithm. So I'm trying to be more mindful of that. I've really screwed up the algorithms. One thing you'll notice, this Crazy Joe Adventures channel is growing quite nicely. It's having some very nice organic growth right now. This is the second channel to have the name Crazy Joe Adventures. This is a reboot channel. This isn't the original Crazy Joe Adventures channel. The original Crazy Joe Adventures channel, I didn't really understand the algorithm and how it worked. And that channel was a branding nightmare. It changed its name like 5 times. Like 5 times the name changed. It was originally called Megapodzilla, then Megapodtastic, then Crazy... No, I guess it was 4 times. It went through all these name changes. And I was just kind of throwing any kind of content up onto that channel. Do movie reviews, goes on the channel. Do unboxing of physical media, went up on that channel. Go out and check out a theme park, went on that channel. But these are very, very different kinds of videos. They don't all appeal to the same audience. So people who would be like, I want to hear him do movie reviews, subscribe. They wouldn't want to tune in to see me at a theme park because that's not what they subscribe for. And vice versa. Someone who wants to see me in a theme park, they didn't click to see me opening boxes of movies. So I really tanked the algorithm. And as I learned from my friend Eric Debunks, once your channel is about 10 years old, they stop promoting it in the algorithm. Because they figure YouTube stops pushing your content because they're like, well, this is an old channel. This guy's probably grown about as far as he's going to grow. So my other channel is about 10 years old, and quite frankly, it is dead. It is dead. It went through like 5 different name changes, and it's 10 years old. And I got videos up there that some of them don't get like 20 views. Like that's how dead in the algorithm my other channel is. This channel that you're watching is only 3 years old. Now, all the old videos, all the old Crazy Joe Adventure videos from the other channel have been re-uploaded here, so you can still see all those old videos. But this is a 3-year-old channel. It's had consistent branding for a good stretch of that time, and therefore, it's doing much better in the algorithm. And I'm experiencing more organic growth than I ever did before. I wish I knew then what I know now. So there you go. A little lesson. Well, things I've learned. The great Lisa Soares is here. Good to see you, Lisa. Johnny says he would like to vlog in July, in the 4th of July in Philly. I think several people are. I know of at least one big time vlogger. One of the big names is coming to Philly for that. You probably won't catch me there. I don't know. The truth is, I don't go into Philly too often. I'm not a city guy. Every now and then, but the parking isn't great. I prefer the suburbs. I prefer places where I can find a place to park. Retro Machine says he screwed up the algo in some way. Hey, if you ever need advice, Eric Debunks knows a bit. He's quite good. He's quite good at he knows how it works, and I'm seeing the results. Like I'm really watching some growth here, though I'm sure my switching to one upload a week is probably going to kill me, but it can't be helped. I got to go to work. So Mayo Jufro says, of the movies you watched in theaters this year, what have been your favorites? What have been your worst? My favorite movie that I've seen this year in 2026, without question, just absolutely my favorite movie so far 2026 is Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. To the point that I think it's going to be very difficult for any movie this year to top Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. I think it's one of the best movies I've seen of the past decade, the 2020s. I think it's one of the finest films of the 2020s. It is a great sci-fi movie. It's got some smart social commentary, and it's very, very funny. Degrassi Knowles is here. Good to see you, Degrassi. Retro Machine says, I wonder if the new collab model is a way to do multiple channels. I haven't figured out how the collab thing works yet. I've seen it. I haven't tried it out yet, and I'm not quite sure what to do with that. I kind of considered like trying it out a couple weeks ago. Like a couple weeks ago, I did a video and Pixel Dan and Dan Larson from Secret Galaxy made appearances, and I was like, maybe I should invite them to collab. I don't know what it would have done, but Johnny says, glad you stopped in. Be safe. Good to see you, Johnny. Thanks for stopping by. Is there anyone else watching who is a fairly new viewer? Happy to talk to anybody, but I really did want to do this stream specifically to kind of like level set expectations from the new viewers of what to expect as we get into the spring and summer months, because my schedule is not the same as it is in the winter. So let me know. I'm not drinking this coffee fast enough, and now it's starting to get cold. I should sometimes you just want to sip your coffee, but then you sip your coffee and too much time passed and it gets cold. So anyone else? No one? That's really all I wanted to talk about. So if nobody has anything else, we may end the stream. Lisa says, speaking of 2026 adventures, what do you hope the Mystery Henson second feature at the Mahoning will be in August? Okay, well, I promise you this. As we get into the summer months, you will see some videos from the Mahoning Drive-In. I just got to be careful. I don't want every week to be doing a video from the Mahoning Drive-In because then my content will get a little too repetitive. But I do spend a lot of time there in the summer months. But yeah, no, in August they're doing August 1st is Muppets Take the Mahoning 4. I think this is the 4th year. Muppets Take the Mahoning 4, and the theme is Christmas in July-ish. July-ish, because it's August 1st. And the first movie is going to obviously be The Muppet Christmas Carol, but there is going to be a second feature that is a mystery feature that is Christmas related. I'm hoping for Emmett Otter, but I don't know. We'll see. Clay Can for You says, when you saw and talked to the carpetbagger, how tall do you think he is? How tall are you? Carpetbagger, where does he come to on me? I mean, he's maybe like up to my shoulders. I don't know. He's probably like 5'4", 5'5". Oh, geez. If he's watching this, he might be like, what? I'm much taller than that. I'm not sure how, but he is significantly shorter than me. I'm 6'5", by the way. So yeah, I'm not sure. I could text him. I don't know if he'd appreciate that, like just getting a random text. Hey, I'm live streaming. What some viewer wants to know your height. Would definitely take him by surprise. It would definitely take him by surprise. But yeah, Carpetbagger. I haven't seen Carpetbagger. I mean, I just saw him obviously at the service last week. But before that, I hadn't seen him in person in about 9 years. I think we last saw each other at Dragon Con several years ago. It's funny because I found this out. He had my I have his phone number. He has my phone number, but we don't communicate much. Like I don't know Carpetbagger that well. I mean, he's an acquaintance at best. So I texted him a few weeks back, before the thing. He was in Philly, and I texted him and said something like, "Hey, I missed you when you were in Philly. I'd love to get together with you next time you're coming." And what I didn't know is the first time he'd received a text from me in a long time. So apparently he had me in his phone. He had my full name in his phone, first and last name. And he immediately texted Splorin Ryan and asked, who is this? Because he didn't recognize my name. Now, as soon as Ryan said that's Crazy Joe, he knew. Oh, Crazy Joe. But he didn't remember what my actual name was. So when he saw the name pop up on his phone, apparently he was quite confused and was like, who? Which also might explain why he and I haven't gotten together. It's hard to text someone if you don't remember what their name is. But I don't know. I'd like to shoot do a collab with Carpetbagger someday. One of these days, it would be nice. I'll tell you, if we're going to talk about people that I'd like to do stuff with, that I'd like to collab with, there's several people who I met for the first time in California, people I'd never met before. And one guy who I just really great vibe off the guy. Just instantly likable. Like you couldn't help but like the guy. Robbie Retro. Obviously, I'd seen him on Adam's channel, and I'd seen him. I knew who he was, but I wasn't subscribed to Robbie. I am now. But you meet that guy, and he's just so likable. You meet him, and you're like, this guy. This guy's great. So someday I would love to shoot a video with Robbie Retro. I want to get to know that guy better. And the other guy who was super, super nice is Kurt from 80s Life. Kurt from 80s Life, sweet guy, man. Sweet guy. So nice. He emailed me the next day to say, I'm sorry I didn't get to say goodbye to you at the event. And I was like, dude, what a sweet thing to do. Kurt in 80s Life was a great guy too. And then I saw the next day, Robbie Retro and Kurt from 80s Life went out and did the Teen Wolf filming locations in the Wolfmobile with the BC DeLorean guys. I was so jealous I wasn't a part of that. I would have loved to have been a part of that. Well, number one, I wasn't invited. But why would they invite? They just met me. Like I'm the new guy that they had like literally just met. They didn't know me before that event. Like I doubt they're just going to be going up to every single person going like, hey, you want to be in our video tomorrow? So I get like I didn't expect to get an invite to that. So don't think like I'm bitter about it or anything, but I was a little jealous. But also, even if they did invite me, I couldn't have gone because I had to catch my flight back home. But yeah, that I watched their video and I'm like, oh man, I would have loved to have been a part of that collab. That looked like fun. Lisa says she thinks it might be Muppet Family Christmas and Emmett. You think it might be both? Interesting. Okay. Lisa says Carpetbagger has to be taller than her. Clay Can for you at 6'5". Did you play and like any sports growing up? What are your top 3 video games from the arcades from the 80s? I never played. I played Little League for a while. I never really liked it. I was always upset, like when my dad would sign me up for Little League, and I was upset because, as you know, growing up in the 80s, Saturday morning cartoons were the best. They were the best, and I got pulled away from the Saturday morning cartoons to go play Little League, and I'm like, I want to watch the cartoons. Are you kidding me? There's good stuff on here. Especially in September, like because you would do Little League like into, I don't remember what the months were, but I remember it like kind of went into September and the new Saturday morning cartoons were starting, and it's like, this is a new show. I want to be watching this new show. The Ewoks have a cartoon now. I want to watch that. I'm sorry, I'm trying to click on things. There we go. RB Movies and Toys 1984. Hello, RB. How are you? Good to see you. So there, yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm going to be maybe wrapping this up. If anyone's got any questions, happy to answer questions. But it's probably going to be the last live stream you see on this channel for a while. Yeah, like I said, this channel doesn't isn't conductive to live streams as much, I think, as the other one is. I guess I can do live streams when I'm somewhere. Like if I'm out somewhere, like I remember years ago I did like a live stream from a parade. I was at some kind of parade. I don't remember what the event was. I don't know. Simon Bay says, if you got the death penalty, what would your last meal be? That's a good question. I don't know. You can't beat a pizza, right? Is there anything better than a great pizza? I don't know. Maybe a pizza. I do love meatloaf. I'm a huge meatloaf fan. So maybe a meatloaf. Always a big fan of stuffed shells. I don't know. A lot of good choices. RB Movies and Toys says, growing up in the 90s, me and my brothers used to do everything we could to get kicked off of sports teams so we could stay home and watch cartoons on Saturday. RB, you and I are cut from the same cloth. Lisa says, yeah, live stream. Oh, no, Lisa, I do always do a live stream from behind the scenes of the Dragon Con parade. But I do seem to remember once a local parade. It wasn't July 4th, I don't think. Was it maybe Memorial Day or something like that? I don't know, but I remember being at some kind of local little parade and I live streamed it. And I think the Philly Fanatic was in the parade. I seem to remember the Philly Fanatic like ended up driving by. Mayo Jufros has been wanting to get into Star Trek. Do I start at the beginning, or are there multiple entry series movies? Mayo, getting into Star Trek can be intimidating because there's just so much Star Trek out there. There's just so much Star Trek out there. I would recommend, and this is some of the haters, like this is going to make their heads explode because they're just going to hate that I said this, but it's the truth. I would recommend checking out the first J.J. Abrams movie with Chris Pine, because it's kind of an origin story. It shows the crew coming together for the first time. It's designed kind of to be an entry point. And I think it works well as an entry point. So I would suggest starting there. But if you start there, and this is where it gets a little tricky. If you do start there, it is a great entry point. But if you do start there, I would not continue on to the sequel. The sequel, Star Trek Into Darkness, because it spoils some plot points from The Wrath of Khan. And The Wrath of Khan is widely considered by fans to be the best Star Trek movie. So the 09 film with Chris Pine is a great entry point, but I would not continue on to Into Darkness until after you've seen The Wrath of Khan, because The Wrath of Khan is spectacular, and you don't want to spoil that for yourself. I'll tell you this too. Here, Strange New Worlds, currently airing on Paramount Plus. Star Trek Strange New Worlds. This show's very standalone. This is a good entry point. If you go back to season 1 of Strange New Worlds, that's a great entry point. RB says, if there was a movie made on your life, who would you pick to play in the movie? I have no idea. There used to be a guy in a Bud Light ad. I used to say, I want that guy from the Bud Light ad. Do you remember that ad from the 90s where a guy was in an airport and he saw a limo driver holding a sign, and he said, excuse me, do you have Bud Light in your limo? And the guy says, yeah. And he says, then I'm Mr. Gally Weekets. The guy says, you mean Dr. Galakowitz? I always said the guy from that beer ad, I think I would have liked to have seen as me. But that was like 30 years ago. Today, I don't know. I'm sorry. I was supposed to... I forgot to answer this one. You asked this before, and my apologies. I got caught up on the first part of your question, and I forgot this one. Top 3 favorite video games in the arcade. Number 1, I would turn the screen, but it would just end up knocking a million things off my desk. Right here, you can't see it, but right here to my side is the arcade 1-up machine for the Atari Star Wars game. You remember the Star Wars vector graphic? That's my favorite video arcade game of all time. And I do have the arcade 1-up right here, just off camera. After that, got to go with Miss Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man's a classic. And see that Marvel machine right there? Marvel Legend, or was that Marvel Superheroes? My kids wanted that one. It's okay. But I would trade that in a heartbeat for a Miss Pac-Man. We don't have room for a Miss Pac-Man. It's like we've already got too much. But I would trade that in a heartbeat for a Miss Pac-Man. But the kids, they like the Marvels, so we'll keep it. So yeah, Star Wars, Atari Star Wars, Miss Pac-Man, and probably the original Donkey Kong. RB says, tried so many times to get into Star Trek and I can't, but I can get into the Star Trek books. Interesting. You can't watch the show, but you like the books. I've never heard that before. That's fascinating. Simon Bay says, do you have any Asian friends or family members? No Asian family members. Currently, I don't have any close Asian friends right now. My best friend in high school was Filipino. We lost touch in college, but my best friend in all through high school, guy named Abe. But yeah, right now, I got a lot of people that I'm friendly with, but you know how it is. Adult life. You don't get out much. So. CG anime fan says it was Star Trek Picard that got me to become a Star Trek fan. I'd only seen some of the films and some episodes of Next Generation before then. However, that's not likely the best intro for others. Yeah, I don't think that's a good. It's interesting that that's what got you in, but I don't think that's a natural entry point for Star Trek. Bob's here. Good to see you, Bob. Hello, Crazy Joe. Good to see you, Bob. All right, we've been going for about 35 minutes. Does anyone have anything? I don't know. I didn't really have anything in mind for this live stream other than to convey information about the content slowing down. That's really all I had. Tony Izzo's here. Good to see you, Tony. But that's it. I do have some videos ready to go. They're ready to go. I have 3 of them. I have 3 videos shot that you haven't seen yet. And they are staggered to come out one a week. 1 week from tonight will be one of them. One that I shot in South Jersey. And then after that, I have 2 more. I have another one that I'm editing. So there is some content coming. You'll have steady content from me for at least a month, and hopefully I can get out and shoot more soon. Eternal Harmony says, "Do you still talk to Rick down to movies? You two were always hilarious together." I haven't seen Rick in a long time in person. But we were actually just texting a couple of weeks ago. We were texting about another mutual acquaintance that we were there's another mutual acquaintance of Rick and I that was at the Adam the Woo Memorial, and he texted me and we talked about that for a little bit, but. Other than that, yeah, every now and then I get a text from Rick. Rick's a great guy. Johnny says, I'm back home. How many kids do you have and how old? I have 2 kids, 18 and 10. 2 daughters. Clay says, keep up the great work and adventures. Appreciate it. Thank you, Clay. I appreciate it. Bob says, Philly Captain just passed 80,000 subs on YouTube. Jeez, good for him. I don't think I'd want 80,000. I don't think I prefer I want this channel to grow a little bit more, but I don't think I'd want to go that high. I don't know. It seems like that would be a bit much. Yeah, Bob, I saw John there. John and I talked at the Celebration of Life. We were there together. RB says, can't wait for the new Firefly series. Yes, me too. Though I'm a little worried. They said they don't have a home yet, so we'll see. Retro Machine says, I'm doing Toys for the Ages in Gettysburg in July. Never been to that one. I haven't been to that one either. Maybe I'll be able to make it. Yeah. So I don't know, Bob. John and I haven't seen each other in person for a while. That was the Celebration of Life was the first we've seen each other in a while. I don't know what the future holds for John and I. I really don't. There's no ill will. Don't anyone start taking this the wrong way. Like there's some a feud between us or anything. Nothing like that. But I think our content's very different. He's a baseball guy. He likes. There's several videos I invited him where I was like, "Hey, why don't you come do this?" And I just think that the things I'm interested in don't interest him as much, and the things he's interested in don't interest me as much. He's a sports guy. The Phillies are his main thing. He's crazy about the Phillies. And I'll go to a Phillies game every now and then, but I'm not a sports guy. I am not a sports guy. So I really don't care about the Phillies. That was something he and Adam both loved baseball. Now, Adam and I had a lot in common, but baseball wasn't one of them. He and I both loved Disney and filming locations and a lot of things like that. But I don't know. I don't know the next time I'm going to be seeing John. Hopefully we catch up sometime soon. But I think our content's very different. Mayo Jufro says, if I ever go to Pennsylvania, what cons would you recommend going to for comics? Ooh, for comics. My first comment, I was going to say RetroCon, but RetroCon's more toys. There's some little comic shows around here that specialize in comic books. I don't go to a lot of them, so I'm afraid I'm not the right one to ask for that. I wish I could tell you, but I don't. I don't know. RB says I was supposed to be at that con, but instead of going, I ended up in the hospital. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Which con was that? RetroCon? I lost track of which con we mentioned. Or the one. Is that the one Retro Machine mentioned? Toys for the Ages. Hope you're doing better, RB. And Bob says you don't have to be a baseball fan with the captain. He does other Phil's interests. Yeah, I know. I don't know. John and I are good. John and I are good. We the truth is he and I had going into the celebration of life. We were kind of on a rocky ground. Our relationship. Because I had been texting him, saying hey man, let's get together, and I hadn't heard from him, and I was like, is he mad at me? And as it turns out, he was. Mostly my fault. There was something I had written on social media that he had taken the wrong way. It wasn't intended bad. It wasn't intended in any kind of harmful way, but apparently it had damaged our relationship, and he was angry at me. But we hugged it out. We literally hugged it out, and we made our amends at Adam's celebration. But the aftermath of it just got me thinking, we're very different. We're very different people. So maybe there's no feud there. There's no anger. There's no bad blood between us. Just be aware of that. I don't want to go starting. Oh, Joe and the Philly captain don't no. He's a great guy. I like him. I respect him. I think he does wonderful content. I've enjoyed his company every time I've been in his presence. But I just don't know if we're going to be doing much going forward, because I don't know. I got thinking about it, and I'm just what's our crossover in content? What's our crossover? I go to Comic Cons. He doesn't go to Comic Cons. He goes to Phillies games. I don't go to Phillies games. So I just don't. I don't know that that's a natural collaboration. I'm more likely, even though he's not another YouTuber, I'm more likely to do a video with my friend Dave Perillo. Dave Perillo and I, we make sense together. We're into the same things. Our interests, our sense of humor, we gel. So and Retro Machine, I get together with Retro Machine in a second. We're always at the same events, so it's just it's not it's nothing negative towards the Philly captain. I like the guy quite a bit, but just in the aftermath, I got thinking about it, and I'm I just don't know that we as a pairing make a whole lot of sense. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's like anytime I'm in his company, I'm gonna shake his hand. I'm gonna tell him it's great to see him. There's no bad blood there. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Arby says the one you did the video at. Awesome Con. Hey, RB, you didn't miss much. You didn't miss much. It was not a great convention. Very corporate. Very you'd be in line for an autograph and they had like a fast pass line, like Disney. Someone could buy a fast pass for an autograph. So you'd be waiting in line and somebody would cut right in front of you. You'd be like, dude, I don't know. You don't get that crap at Dragon Con. You don't get that crap at RetroCon. Fan run cons are much better. I want to stick to fan run cons. Lisa says went to a small Comic Con in Boxborough, Mass this weekend, and it's become mostly comic vendors and comic artists. Not as much toys as I wanted to browse. RetroCon always looks fun and tempting. RetroCon is always a good time. What is this? Somebody reposted my post. What post? Oh, I just got an alert. Somebody reposted my post on Instagram. It was my video today from the Henson Memorial in Hyattsville, Maryland. Let's see. I'm trying to click on RB. RB says, yes, I'm doing better now. Oh, geez. RB. Hope you're okay. Take care of yourself. That's something I should mention. I'm grossly overweight. I'm aware of that. Like, it's funny. Like, I'll put a video up every now and then, and someone in the comments will write like, "Oh, you're fat," and I'm like, "Hey, you think I didn't know that?" It's like I never understand what somebody's getting at when they write something like that. Like, yeah, I got mirrors. Like, you're not breaking news to me here. But I'm turning 50 on Saturday. This coming Saturday is my 50th birthday. And Adam just passed away at the age of 51, 1 year older than me. And that really, on one hand, I lost a friend. Terribly upsetting. I lost my friend, and that was devastating. Like this winter, I can't tell you how depressed I was all winter, and Adam's death was no small part of that. I mean, I get seasonal depression every winter anyway. And Adam's death on top of my seasonal depression, I was really bad. Like, I was really bad. So I don't know. It on one hand you lose your friend, but on the other hand, it messes with your head because you're like, wow, I'm turning 50 and my friend just died at 51. And his issue was heart related. What was it? Our pulmonary artery disease. Well, first thing I did was make an appointment with my doctor. I got a physical coming up. I made this appointment over a month ago, but my doctor told me that they could not see me until April. What day in April? It's on my calendar somewhere. I got to find it. I don't know, but yeah, they couldn't see me until April. That was when my doctor next had availability. So I have a physical coming up, and I'm going to ask all about my heart. I'm going to say, do I need to start seeing a cardiologist, have these kind of things looked into? And I think all of us should. Because Adam didn't know he had pulmonary artery disease. He had no idea. I don't know. I immediately switched my diet. Immediately. I was on a low carb diet, which means I was mostly eating meat. Like I was mostly eating meat, and because you can't eat anything with carbs if you're on a low carb diet. And I always thought that like kind of sounded a little dangerous for your heart, but I thought, well, I'll drop the pounds, then I'll switch. But I switched immediately. I looked it up. Apparently, the best diet for your heart is a Mediterranean diet. I started the Mediterranean diet as soon as as soon as I got back from California. I knew that I was going to eat like crap in California. I think it's unavoidable when you're traveling. You know, you're eating in airports. You're eating like you're in Disneyland. You're eating in theme parks. What are you going to eat? You know, you're in an airport. What are you going to eat in an airport? You're eating like Burger King and crap. So I knew that the California trip I was going to kind of be eating like crap. But as soon as I got back, I was like, Tuesday, this Mediterranean diet starts. I've been on it for a week now. And, you know, we all got to watch ourselves. So I hope, RB, I hope you're doing well. My thoughts and prayers are with you. And I would encourage every single person to, you know, if you haven't seen your doctor in a while, make an appointment. Get a physical. You know, find out. You know, just make sure you're okay. I don't want to see what happened to Adam happen to anybody else. That was, and thank you, Retro Machine. I appreciate it. Thank you, Tony. Welcome to Ray, it's you. I know who that is. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. I wouldn't have known it was you if it wasn't for the picture. I mean, the name could have been a tip off. But I never, you know, the screen names, I wasn't even paying attention. Like the man, I saw the picture. I'm like, man, you got me by surprise. Well, you know, Ray popping in here, that threw me for a loop. I didn't expect that. I don't often see Jim Vlogs 30-day challenge. Maybe. I don't know if that. I don't know. Maybe I need another channel for that. I don't know if that fits the theming of this channel, but Adam used to put them like on his Instagram stories. Like he'd throw himself on the treadmill like on his Instagram stories. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something like that. DeGrassi says, I'm 55 and I see my doctor with labs at least once each year. Yep. I got to start doing that too. I have a yearly physical in May. You've done good though, Joe. You won the Biggest Loser. So, yeah, I did that on a low carb diet though. And low carb, as it turns out, is not the best for your heart. So I don't know. I'm hoping I will say this. Now, a lot can change in a year. You know, a lot can change in a year. But about 2 or 3 years ago, I was sitting in that chair right there watching TV. And I started feeling these little like stabbing pains right here. And I got very scared that I was having a heart attack. I drove myself to the ER. And I told them, I said, I'm getting these little like pins and needle pains like right around my heart. And I always heard you have a heart attack, you feel it like in your arm. That's what I always heard. But still, I'm feeling like right on my heart. And I got worried and I went to the ER and they put all the EKG tests on me and all that stuff. And it turns out I was having an asthma attack. Now, I've had asthma since I was 3. I've had many asthma attacks in my life. But I never had one that manifested in that manner. Never did I feel something like tingling here for an asthma attack. But the doctor said, oh yeah, you know, an asthma attack can manifest in several different ways. And you're having an asthma attack. So they put me on like a breathing treatment and they got me okay. And I was able to leave the hospital. But they also told me, because they did all the EKGs, that I had a strong heart. They go, you have a really strong heart. And I'm like, oh, okay. That was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I don't know, somewhere 2-3 years ago. So there's a part of me that is a little bit like, okay, I was told the last time they did those checks that I had a good heart. But I'm also like, a lot can change in a year. And that was like 2 or 3 years ago. So I'm trying not to get into panic mode. But, I want to be cautious, but not panicky. That's my way. That's kind of how I'm approaching things. So we'll see. But I gotta drop some pounds. I really, really, really need to drop some pounds. Just, we're in an era where people talk about like body shaming and being body positive and all that. I'm all good with all that. I'm not, but I am worried about my heart. So I need to shed pounds. It's a health thing, not a vanity thing. It's not that like I just want to look so sexy in the mirror. Like that's not what I'm going for here. Like I just want to, I want to meet my grandkids, So there you go. Yeah. Bob, my birthday is Saturday. This coming Saturday. Reggie says, what does the Mediterranean diet entail? It's like lean meats, like chicken, turkey, fish, things like beans, grains. So I don't know. My wife knows better than I do. She's been helping me through it. She's been giving me crap that I don't even know what I'm eating. Like there's shit she's cooking. She's like, you ever had this? I'm like, no, what is it? I don't even remember what it's called. Some kind of grain that she like cooks with vegetables. Never heard of it. Don't even remember the name. Like here we are talking about it and I don't remember the name. It's delicious though. Like it's really good. Like when it mixes with the vegetables, it's great. I wish I could remember what it was called. But I don't. So let's see. Lisa says I get heart flutter from GERD stomach pressure. First 2 times it threw me into a panic. Yeah, no, it definitely is. Definitely is. Agreed, Bob. Absolutely. Crazy sexy Joe. Quinoa. That doesn't sound familiar. That doesn't sound. Maybe. GLP-1. If that's the grain you're suggesting, that doesn't sound familiar either. I'll have to find out. Arby says I have asthma too. I was diagnosed with it when I was 20. So far, I've never had an attack. Oh, I spent my grade school years in the hospital. I would regularly have asthma attacks, and they would put me in the. That's it. Yes, quinoa. I'd never heard of it until like last week, but it's quite tasty. It's quite tasty. Yes. Thank you, Degrassi. Yeah, no, I would go to the hospital a lot as a child, and they would put me in those tents. Like they would, the medicine. It was like a vapor, like it was the same stuff that's in my inhaler now, like albuterol or whatever. But I don't know, or whatever they were giving back then. That was 1982, 83. But it would come up as like a mist, and they had me like in this like plastic tent. So yeah, I was in the hospital quite a bit as a child. I had severe asthma. It's much better these days. I mean, I still have it, but it's not what it used to be. All right, guys, we've been going about an hour, and I'll just repeat real quick at the end of the show here. Let's wrap it. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. But just to review, the reason for this live stream is that my content is going to be slowing down as I go back to the office for my Monday through Friday job. I'm going to try to get a video up on the Crazy Geo Adventures channel once a week, at least once a week on Wednesday. That's the goal. So if you're new here, if you're relatively new here, well, it's funny because I got so many new viewers, and when I look at the chat, it's a lot of the people I already knew. So none, apparently over 1,000 new people have subbed, but not over 1,000 new people have joined the chat on the live stream. So, but I just appreciate everybody being here, everyone watching. So, Jaya, just level set. You're not going to be seeing the same kind of constant content that I've been putting out because the schedule won't allow it. So, all right. Oh, thank you, Bob. Bob says we all appreciate you and your channel. Johnny, I usually set them to go up at 9 a.m. Eastern time. That's usually what I do. I usually set them for 9 a.m. Eastern time. Maybe I'll start doing YouTube premieres too. I haven't really been doing those, but maybe that's what I'll. I don't know, but stay tuned, and we'll keep the fun going. And hopefully you'll also get to watch me shrink in these videos because this tummy has to go away for health reasons. Bob says, when you do put out content, that's what. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. Robert Meyer Burnett finally launched the Bryan Singer Redemption Tour. Oh my God. I don't know what that's all about, but I'm going to have to look into that. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming. Everybody, keep wearing those pajamas. Keep watching, and thanks for being here. I appreciate it.